I want to wrap up our final segment now on this week's adventure of 90 Miles with Chef Garrett. And we're outside the town of Kingston. We've heard tell of this remarkable little place that's a sort of a little gem of tranquility away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. And we've also heard they have some fine food. If that's the rumor, we're going to check it out. Well, this place really is the epitome of a getaway. There's no streetlights, there's no noise other than the sound of crickets. There's no signal for the cell phone. It's like being on a remote desert island in the middle of the Tennessee countryside. 13 years ago, this was all forest, but the owner had a vision, he had a dream, and he made it a reality. This place is absolutely gorgeous. No other word for it. And I'm dying to meet this fella. Let's go in and meet the owner. Mr. Paul Cowell.
Hello, Chef.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Nice
Owner
to see you, sir.
And innkeeper extraordinaire.
Well, thank you, thank you.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Now tell me about this. It's magnificent.
When I went to a resort up in the Adirondacks back in 1963 when I was 22 years old, I made notes that if I could do anything in the world, I'd have a place in the South where people could come and really get away. Came up with the slogan, Sanctuary for the Soul.
Very good.
So I planned it for 34 years, and finally in 1997, we opened January 97.
Now, I understand this was a forest. These were woods.
When TVA had taken over this land in the 30s to build the Tennessee River system, they planted pine trees everywhere when they took all this back land. So this was thickly wooded with pine trees. Couldn't see the lake from anywhere on it. And of course, now you can see it real well.
Oh, yeah. How long did it take for you to develop it from pine trees to the first building?
In 94, we started clearing trees. In 95, we built the first building, which was the drive-through barn, the main entrance. I wanted you to feel like you had gotten into a sanctuary. You'd gotten inside the gates of a place of peace.
And that's exactly how it feels, by the way.
It's not even on an air traffic pattern, so you don't hear anything out here. It's just a wonderful place of sanctuary.
You'd never know it was here. So I noticed on the drive up here, we saw a wedding party right across the way over here.
Right.
So you do weddings, you've got a chapel, and then you've got an actual banquet hall right over there with its own kitchen.
We have a chapel that's an expanded replica of the Anglican Church up at Rugby, Tennessee. We do a lot of weddings. Our capacity is about 200 guests. We have a big banquet hall there with a big kitchen, and there are 3 suites in that building. We can do food over there, but you can't mix a wedding and a quiet anniversary getaway.
Sure, which is in this building.
Which is what we have over here.
Yeah.
The last thing they want to feel like is they've been displaced by a wedding. So we do have a nice kitchen here where we can seat about 80 in this building.
And this is not far from Knoxville at all.
Our market we thought was Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga. We're now getting a lot of business out of Atlanta as well. So we sort of shortstop Gatlinburg. We really worked at getting the AAA 4 Diamond Award. There's only about 1% of the properties in the U.S. that have that. And so we've gotten that distinction every year since we opened.
Well, I'm looking at the walls. I see all sorts of articles from national magazines.
And we got a great article in Southern Living. We've had that a couple of times last year in March of '09. They did a wonderful article.
Wonderful. But you've got to keep a good presence from coming out of your kitchen.
We do. You can't have a sanctuary for the soul if the food's not good.
You're exactly right. Well, you know me, and that's my forte, so I want to see your kitchen.
Let's go check the kitchen out.
Excellent.
Come on. This is a better cooking experience than being a line cook doing the same thing every night.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, we change menus every month to 6 weeks. We're rotating through 3 menus. We do that often enough that we'll get pretty good at it, and then we'll change it.
Yep.
Seasonally, trying to find seasonal vegetables and fruits and so forth, and buy as much local as we can.
In a place like this is exactly what you have to do. And listen, I will tell you, everywhere we go on the show, I am a real believer in seasonal and local, whenever possible.
Yeah, we're not trying to be anything special, just good country cooking.
I think our food is on the way. This is an apple pumpkin bisque, I believe, right here. That looks great. We have a gorgeous little baby spinach salad. It's got some pecans and apricots and looks very nice indeed. And I've got a nice little steak with some of that Benton's bacon and blue cheese. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Well, Paul, I want to thank you for your hospitality. Beautiful place. I've had a wonderful time, and I'm about to enjoy a wonderful meal. So thank you so much.
We hope you enjoy it. We're glad you found us. Nobody's ever driven by here and said, do you have a room? But if you work a little, you can find us.
There you go. So here I am at the Whitestone Country Inn in Kingston, Tennessee, and I'm about to wind up another episode. So I'll see you 90 miles down the road. 90 Miles with Chef Garrett is proud to have been brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourism. We want you to explore the possibilities of Tennessee. The stage is set for you. Log on to tnvacation.com for everything you need to see in Tennessee.